Bound to freedom, tiri munzira. Step by step, ticha shikari mezura. From the UK, kudzokera kumusha. Zimbabwe ndeyedu, where we belong.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 1 Pound to Freedom. Thank you guys for the engagement in all videos. Thank you for being part of our community. My name is Penny, my husband's name is Tale. And today we just want to respond to one of the questions that was raised in our previous videos where we were talking about mistakes people make when they move back to Zimbabwe. So the question was, why now? Why are people moving back to Zimbabwe or moving back to the countries of origin? So that's what we're going to talk about. But before we dive into that, Taleskin is just going to say hi to everybody.
Hello everyone, welcome. And on this channel, as a disclaimer, before we dive into this what question, what topic on why are people going back to Zimbabwe, or why are people going back to their countries of origin, from diaspora or from wherever they are out of their countries, why vanhu vakudzokera izvezvi? It seems like now there's a wave, and it seems now there's noise about that issue of going back home. We now want to relocate. So as a disclaimer always on this channel, we are not saying going back is the only solution, or going back is the only way of living, or is the only way of striking freedom. Wherever you are, create your own peace, your own happiness, your own green pasture, and we are free. Share with us. If you want to settle, and if you want to set up and settle here in the diaspora, share with people how we are going to do it, how we are doing it, how we are planning to do it. Share with people. There are some people who are saying going back home is not my dream at all. And there are some people who are saying, if possible, tomorrow, like now, I want to go back home. But you're not saying this is good, this is bad, or vice versa. But on this station, on this channel, we are sharing about going back home. And we are on that journey. We want to go back home to Zimbabwe. So, yeah, we are going to discuss. It's more of a discussion. You can also share in the comments why you also think, why now? Why is someone said it's an exodus? Is it?
Exodus. Yes.
Exodus of coming out of diaspora.
Yeah, and returning home.
Because I think there was also an exodus from Zimbabwe. So it's now coming out from diaspora, going back to Zimbabwe. So anyway, let's dive in and try to share what we think are the reasons people are going back home now.
All right. Saka isusu takagarawo pasi tikati ko isusu, why do you want to go back home? So some of the reasons, we asked other people some of the reasons, we did our own research, and some of the reasons are our own reasons. So the first reason why we think that so many people are moving back to Zimbabwe or their countries of origin is cost of living in the diaspora is becoming too much. It's just becoming too much. The rent is going up, the bills, like general cost of living. So what people have realized is that you're going to work, and you're working these tiring jobs that we got visas for, and you do get paid, you do get your money, but most of it, if not all, is going back into this country. And it's now just become a cycle. Some people are actually living from hand to mouth. You get paid, you pay whatever you have to pay, you're left with what will take you to the next payday. So Tyler, what do you think about the cost of living in abroad? And this point that it's becoming too much, that's one reason that's making people want to move back to Zimbabwe.
I think that's a no-brainer. Everyone, even the citizens here, they are complaining about
Oh
that.
yeah, it reminds me today actually there was going to be a protest regarding the fuel prices going up. Did you read about it?
Yes, I saw that. I think the security, the police force, they were just vangu vachifungidzira kuti there might be a protest about fuel prices. But again, I don't know. As in fact, people here generally, their upbringing, vakakuzwa with a soft hand, soft life kind of. How can you protest about fuel? It's a well-known thing. What are the causes? It's not like you're just saying government overnight shit. But yeah, of course, generally, it just points to this point. People, of course, now maybe they just want to find a reason to go into the street and protesting, but it could not be specifically fuel. It's that they have felt the pinch about the cost of living.
That's true. And we're talking about people who are British. So what about you, who's actually wanting to work and stay in this country, but also invest into something? Maybe you're investing into yourself, you have to go to school, or maybe you're investing back home. So cost of living, bills are going up, and you're still having to work long hours just to make the ends meet. So in our research, we realized that that's one reason, or one of the many reasons why people are now moving back to Zimbabwe.
But again, on that, is an advice to anyone who is planning on going back home. Let it not be the main reason of saying, I want to go back home because of cost of living. Because either way, hakuna kusina cost of living.
Yeah, true.
So you just need to strike a balance and know how you are going to meet your costs. I think even from those people who want to make it here, I think that must be the starting point. Everyone who is saying, I want to stay here, I think they've got a way that they have come up with of cutting costs. So either way, if you want to go back home, I think you must have a way, you must have means, you must have a clearly laid out strategy on how you are going to manage costs of living.
Wherever you're living.
Wherever you're living.
All right. Thank you, Papa. And then the next one is mindset shift. People now want freedom, not just survival. So in this point, back then, the dream used to be, if you go abroad, that's the definition of being successful. But now people are now looking at things like peace of mind, having your own freedom, managing your own time, and just being in good health, not feeling pains and aches from working. So that's one of the several reasons why people are thinking of developing themselves, developing back home, and eventually moving back home. What do you think, baby?
On the mindset shift, yes. I think people now have realized that life is what you make it wherever you are. I think people now have realized there's life in Zimbabwe. In as much there could be life in the UK. So it's a matter of just, it's a matter of your mind.
Yeah.
Of how you see things. And on that mindset shift, I think generally, there are people who came here long back ago, 10 plus years. There was a time when a wave of people who came 3 years, we are now 3 years, 4 years old. When those people came, I think there was more like a fight from those, what do you call them?
Why are you looking at? I don't want to name anybody.
Do you call them seniors? Do you call them magogodera?
They are not gogoderas. They're just people who came in the early 2000s and 2000 and late 90s, and those who came in the 2020s and 2021s and 2020s.
Yeah, so okay, those people. I think we had two groups of people. Those who came long back and who came recently. I think there was a fight. The people who came...
It wasn't like a fight, really. It was a difference in ideologies and goals, I think. I think the people who came recently came with a better picture of what the country was like, and they came with a mindset of wanting to get as much as they could and develop back home, because most people, when they came here, they'd already experienced what life was. They had been to works, that they knew Zimbabwe as a place where you can have your own business. Like the formal, informal side sector of Zimbabwe they had experienced it compared to the group that came earlier in the early 2000s.
But of course, there was I don't know. Okay, what you here is fighting.
A difference in ideology.
There was a difference in ideology to an extent of people were saying, Zungu, kind of that. There were strong ways, I think, even on social media, that were going back and forth whenever someone wants to comment on these issues. So I think with that mindset shift,
we also have experienced such comments, like people telling us, you guys, you haven't even worked.
I think in terms of mindset shift, the people who came recently, when they got here with that zealness, that energy of just trying to see where I can grab the dollar and trying to make something back home. Where can I get the dollar and try to invest? We wanted results. People who came now wanted results. What they wanted things to change. Just because I'm here, let me see the light. Let me see where is the light. Let this be people. They wanted meaning. Diaspora. Let me see the meaning. Let me see the projection. So, in a way, okay, in simpler terms, people who came now, they were hungry for success, hungry to change tables, to turn things around. Because I think the difference is people who came long back, Bangawa's experience of the Zimbabwe that we now know. So people who came, Munaka try to join the AB, trying to make the ends meet, back home because of this economic situation back home. So that person, brains mindset to see with people who came long back. I was my plans I try quit back home kubatana. So that person was so eager to say that mari try quit back home ABC I want to go back. So I think that was the imbalance from our seniors who came long back and those who came recently.
Are you saying Kotima recent more of the notion you could relocate back home compared to the ones that came earlier in the early 2000s? In your own opinion?
I don't even fix anyone. But generally people turn up vakauya izvezvi and 10 vakauya kudhara shift skill yacho inenge yakaremera kune vakauya manje because they came here, they just wanted to see things going on, they wanted to see results. Because munhu wakauya it's not like we came here from zero. People who came here vanhu vakatone life yavo, munhu akatone family yake, angatone life yake, someone who was trying to make things go, someone who was trying to make in a line. So coming here was trying to see, okay, maybe I'm going to strike gold. And when I probably so the nzara yacho yange yakatosiyana for people wakauya recently nevakauya kudhara. Nzara yacho yange yakatosiyana but then the fight yanga yekuti manjika vanhu vakauya kudhara they thought maybe kuti vanhu vangoburuka mumuti nekutongoburukira kunoko. Tanga titune life yataitorarama tiri back home, tichitotira kuda kuisa ABCD in line zvichiramba zvichinetsa zvichitasisi. So when you came here we still had that pattern or those plans airamba kuita acho iyayo. Saka pandabata mari ndinotofunga kuti maplans aisi anoona kuchiendeka. So appetite yangu yakatosiyana.
All right. You are right, but I also think kuti joining the earlier people, like group rakatanga kuya rakati siyana ine rakazouya manje because ma opportunities anga katosiyana. because I would say they came with privilege because we have my work visas, so makasvikira mumari, wakatosvika uchitoziva kuti definitely you've got a job, though of course some vamwe vakasvikawo vakambostruggle, but most people vangatini mabasa avo, so makangosvika nekushanda nekwana mari. But the group yakaiya kudhara, most of them wakaine nonzi visitors visa, because back then Zim yanga ichiri muCommonwealth, so wakwanisa kuya visitors visa, then wazo-overstay paipai kuti uchiwana mapepa. It took many years for people kuti vazokwanisa kuwana mapepa and get into a job inowapa mari, and then maybe after that vanga vachojera kunoku and preferred settling here more. But also now that the group yakaya ichi, though some are thinking of settling here, but most of them are thinking of developing Kumba. I thought it also inspired the other group because you know what, we can also do this. So it's like a whole different mix lines of thought when it comes to that. But I still think also there's just also been a whole mindset shift on everybody. But mainly not based on people's minds, but just based on the countries that we are staying in, because really, it's not really as easy as people would perceive it is, or people thought it would be. And it's just, yeah, ukanasofunga kuti is really being in the diaspora, the definition of success. No, it cannot really be defined just because in UK I'm successful. So yeah, anyway, so the other point is building back home is now more possible. So Zimbabwe, when you and Zim, of course you were working, making money, but it took you a year to build your house and finish it. And so she said, tiling, ceilings and stuff like that, year at most. Was it going to be? Were you going to have the same possibility? Was it going to be as possible as it was for you in Zimbabwe? Truthfully speaking,
yes or no? It's okay. The only difference is when we were back home. For you to do that, we're join the agencies like Rwanda. To my side hustles, to my diri, to my chichi, not relying on your salary. Like when we were there back then, if you wanted to rely on your salary only, long, so you end up wakuta you join that so here now is really more possible and practically easy because the money is setting in a way. Of course, it is. It's not words that kushanda kwacho, but unokujiziva kuti come this date, there'll be some bills, so if you're able, costs, it could make sense in doing some savings towards building. So yeah, so in a way you could say building is now easier, it's now possible because you are here. I think the dynamics here you can plan, you're able to plan, save marizacho, costs, and kana urimun an appetite yacho yekula kuvaka zvinoona kuti possible, but sometimes back home vakuna kwaone appetite yacho but pasina means dzacho.
And I also feel like, well, also being in the diaspora in terms of building back home, mostly because most of the content that no one pa TV inengeri Zim content pa YouTube, I feel like the internet also made quite a contribution in people want to build back home. Like vanokatanga kuta ma videos vachiratidza people vari kudiaspora vachivaka dzimba dzavo in different areas, in the urban areas, in the rural areas. It kind of created this wave. You can think, but this is possible, I can do this, because it's somebody who's in the same place that you're in who's doing it. And when you look at your finances, you can see I can cut on this and manage to save 2,000 every month. And yes, actually in this time mungoya kati ndinava kaimba yangu. So I also inini zvangu give credit to vanhu vakatanga nema channels yekuvaka, because inini that's where we also got inspiration to build back home. So and we realized it was a possibility, we could actually save up and build back home. And then another thing is the social life here. People are moving back home because of family and wanting to belong in a community and just not having a social life in the places that they are in, especially if you are in the Western diaspora. What are your thoughts?
You said family what? Family and the belonging.
Is pulling people back home.
True, to some extent. But it all depends. There are some people who would see have those attachments back home. Enough family to think of. There could be maybe any cool relations actually. For that one, my acquaintances. So my personal attachment.
Kukanari lonely, kunokari depressed. Nyangu asina attachments kumba kusina neriku akusi easier to make friends and
As someone it depends on how you make friends. One of the more friends than I was doing back home. But the thing is, yes, someone in fact, these are some of the reasons. Mama narango batira reason one, that in a reason that so these are we're just discussing. Umanu nakabata ese. Umanu narango funga kuti family and that feeling of belonging. And then in that point, it's not even an effect. Another effect because enough family to talk of, enough relations. Anga mumise kugaka kuno. Or maybe there's nothing to miss home. So it depends. If you've got something to miss home, yes, it can be a factor. But if you've got no attachments, nothing to miss back home, then that can be not even a point. Social life, yes. Generally speaking, but someone in social life but generally speaking, social life it's more like you need to put in effort. You need to go after it. But back home, I think I'm saying in one of the videos, social life sometimes you know how to tease. But I'm gonna and today. So social life sometimes even if someone's plan, I don't know what plans. We are to end. But but no one will come and knock at your door. No one. Postman.
Or parcel.
Parcel. I couldn't any mistake. I won't do it. It's very rare. So social life, yeah, it's one of the reasons to some people. Some people want to go out profile.
True. All right. And then the next point is opportunities back home are changing. So business opportunities and also so my business opportunities are around back home, and your diaspora money is also shaping the economy. Because my diasporans are put to back to Zim, and it's actually being integrated into the economies and trade. And also my policies to come in play. If you think of starting a business like right now Zimra have visa a lot of duty panema agriculture products. If you import them business duty free. So all those things, people are doing my researches and saying, but if I do this, I can actually make more money or extra income, and at least I'll work at my pace and still enjoy the comfort of being in my own country.
Yeah, I think you point to when you said diaspora money is shaping up the economy. That is a very valid point. But maybe the extent, maybe I said maybe I don't know. And then I also put to paper maybe the remittances are cool from diaspora. I think that's true. Diaspora is shaping up, and there's a whole lot of things.
But somebody was talking of, I can't remember. I don't want to lie, but I think I told my figures like my billion.
From my remittances. I think diaspora is support in the shaping up the lives back home. So, and you can also picture actually on the ground. There are a whole lot of things. People are doing wonders back home. Whether they're in SAE, whether they are diaspora, people are doing wonders. People are building. People are doing investments. It's not like we're talking of only buildings. But when you're saying building, is incorporating also investments. People are doing wonders back home. Agriculture sector,
The mining
estate sector, mining sector. Yeah, things are shaping up. So there's a whole lot of opportunities now back home. So I think a lot of people now, they are seeing it. And it's now an eye opener to people who are actually following on what is going on the ground. But so opportunities akawanda one. So now people now wakuona kuti ndona kutoenda ndakadai ndonopinda napa.
Yeah. And this one is mine now. Burnout is real in the diaspora. Like, people are just tired.
Exhausted.
Extremely exhausted.
And that's the issue here now. Every pound you get, you sweat for it. Awuna pound anopa mahara. Izuzo system ekunokuya kazinzwisisa. Awuna pound anopa mahara. Pekuomwa nokumabasa.
Nzana mbononga marini.
Very rare. Nonga mari.
Kana 1 pound coin jeje.
It's very rare.
Anzana mbo inonga muroads.
It's better. Kunoka every pound you work for it. So you need to plan and strategize which will kwanisa kuti work for it. Because ukazofunga kuti where will I be in the next 10 plus 15 20 years? Yeah, it might give you a heads up and by a nudge for you to start thinking. Because people even are 30, my 20s, they might think kuti the future, the retirement thing.
It's in the distant future.
Plus, they might think that will take care of itself. Kananda could retire, but no, the time is now. So set up something now. Opportunity if you're able to strike gold now, strike it. Une 30 years. It's not like to retire. I think she will retire some nice age. To walk to retire because of age. Takato no kira game chacho. He was not retired some kutunguda mari. Then retired 30. Mari utanga kutungu ku
change it
and try to work for you. So it's not who retire its age. So don't think of age wakwanisa kuna mkana wacho izvi to strike bande rako, strike it and rest.
But we also did an analysis, Natalie, with a discussion. What if we didn't want to relocate back home? What would be life like if we had decided, no, you know what, let's just build our life here, and tutuna mortgage yedu, we save about 10%, tutenga imba yedu, we had no budget for the next 20 years. Maybe to save. One of us goes to do a master's degree, to change our line of work. Umopindo maybe social worker. Yeah, what would life be like?
I think it's just a matter of taste and preferences. I was probing your mind. Those who are trying to make it here, what are their lines of thought?
Yeah, those are their lines of thought.
But then to me, maybe here because I've got family attachments, I had something that was already rolling back home that I think they would have boosted in the year. So to me, to just dump that and say no.
But this
to someone yes, who are seeing those attachments, seeing family attachments, seeing investment attachments back home, yes. They can do that. But
this is my thinking, Anditi. If you're going to stay here for the longest, Anditi, you want to get a mortgage for the next 20-25 years. So it means you're prioritizing a house. You also want a car to be driving kayako. And you also want to be able to buy food. That's the life that people are striving for. Having a house, having a car to go around, food, and what about, but you're still going to be working as hard and as much as you're working. So I sat down and I realized, okay, if it's a house I want, I'll just build imba. It is comfortable, say all the things that I want, the same comfortability. I take it from here back home. If it's food, invest in businesses that will make you earn something. You can eat whatever you want to eat. But
if unadaro generally nini vanondoziva vacho, even some old people vandoziva nini who were here for long, they're still working. That's my problem.
Because mortgage
because there's a cost of living. Even une motor pamba, motor is a cost. Insurance, the tax. You cannot afford to just sit back and relax.
Because right now you want to pay to renew your insurance. You have to pay insurance need deposit. You want to service the car. $1,000.
So even though if you plan that way, and even you need also to strategize with how you're going to manage that cost of living.
Even when you finish paying your mortgage, you're gonna be having to pay for gas because gas, electricity, other bills, council tax will be coming. So either way, the rest of your life will be paying a bill.
So to me, the back home, the number of costs of living that I can do away with. The gas, the energy bills, those bills, off grid. I've got a bowl, I've got solar. I can do away with that.
You don't have electricity, you don't have also but you don't even have to worry about council tax bills. We don't even have council tax.
And once motor you travel to and from work, there are a lot of regulations and all. So
yeah,
it all depends. It's not like we are saying kuna life. It's always a disclaimer. Ati ndio naanza tutuka kuti dai
makambo wire chiye
unotamari chiye kunojoiniza mapiece twataenda kujoinidza plus takauya. It's an eye opener. Coming here, it was an eye opener. It's not bad. Some people wakatoya kunoka wakatona kuti zoni this system ishaanza kunoka, you can implement it back home. I think if maybe people wakatotanga in driving, that Uber thing, Uber sense in their mind. Can beat was Zimbabwe, so fire.
There's a lot
of
people
eye opener.
have taken businesses from here, and I was listening to this guy in Munakatono for a rehabilitation center for vanonenga. I think the word, but anyway, my OT, yeah. I think they were in OT. I don't know for a rehab, but mama strokes, machi, they are going there. But batsirwa kuti vachitanga kuchizogona kuita physiotherapy yavo and stuff like that. So people are coming here seeing my ideas. Nasi papa chichoga muna kuchoga kutenga a machine, scanning machine to send home. When I go for a massage, I see my doctors. People are always looking for places they want to scan. So like you're saying, Italy, it was an eye opener. So many opportunities, so many things that we never even thought we would think of doing in our lives. But no, but I think this is an opportunity, we can do this. So yeah, tell us what you think in the comment section. Do you want to relocate back to same or your country of origin, or do you want to stay here, and what are your reasons? And yeah, let's just engage and see how best we can help each other make the right decisions.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video, and see you again in the next video. Bye.
Suitcase by the door. Suitcase by the door. Suitcase by the door. Cold rain on my coat. Mama's voice on the phone. Usaka ngawe kumba mwana. Hey, early shift in the dark. Counting coins in my hand. dreams folded in my passport. Tichadzoka, dochinja mando yupenyu. Daibika tiku flat, sharing rooms, sharing plans. Kudenga ndaitarisa, tishiti wari, dibatireo. 1 pound to freedom, tiri munzira. Step by step, ticha shikari mezuva. From the UK, kudzokera kumusha. Zimbabwe ndeyedu, where we belong. 1 pound to freedom, tiri munzira. Step by step, ticha shikari mezuva. From the UK, kudzokera kumusha. Zimbabwe ndeyedu, where we belong. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I'm booking that flight, one way, heart so light. Remittances into red soil. Tichivaka ho, brick by brick. Go vachi pembera. Children run into the day. Tichiti, tazoka kumba. Rudo rama kandipa rwandi sapano. 1 pound to freedom.